Welcome to day 3, week 1. I know you probably say, she still got the same outfit on. This is pre-recorded. So I'm doing as many recordings as I can. So you will see me in a lot of the videos with the same outfit. It's not because it's a whole nother day. No, this is a whole nother day for you to learn. But it's the same day for me because I'm doing it all in one day. Now, I'm not doing all the videos in one day, but the ones that you see me with the same outfit on is still the same day for me. So, just letting you know, yes, I'm still going out tonight. I'm almost done with today's recording, and then the next day, when I do week 2, completely different outfit, different day for me, all right? Just wanted to let you know that, because in this course, I am going to be transparent about a lot of things because I want you to get an understanding that I'm not here to take your money or anything like that. I'm actually here to help you. I want you to get the help that you need. I want to help as many people as I can as possible because I've been there. I know what it's like. It's horrible. It's not good. To have someone dictating your life, telling you how to be and who you can talk to, and keeping you from your loved ones and keeping you from achieving the things that you want to achieve and everything, that's not easy. You know, I remember when I graduated from college, I was studying 3 things: business, business operation, human resource, as well as, what was the other one that I was studying? Trying to think what the other one was. Anyways, so either way it go, I had all 3 of those at one time, and I remember the look on his face wasn't happy. He was almost he pretended to be happy, but he wasn't really like super happy, because if he was super happy, he wouldn't have took the money that his mother gave me. So his mother put money in a card saying congratulations. He opened the card and took the money out. I knew something was wrong when I got the card. Wasn't quite sure what it was, but I felt like his mother wouldn't just give me a card. She always gives money. That's who she is. She does. She's always giving things. She's a sweet woman. I can't believe she raised that. I used to always say that. How in the world did she raise this? She's completely opposite, but he runs over her too, though. I learned that throughout the time of being around them, and how he pretend to be such a great son and he loved his mother and he's crazy about his mother, but that's not true. I listened to how he yelled at her and screamed at her and was manipulating her too. And I say, wow, I'm not the only one going through this. He even doing it to his own mama. That's bad. And how I know that there was money in the card, she asked me, did I get the money? And I told her, what money? There was no money in the card. She said, I put money in that. And she said, you know what, don't worry about it. I'm going to wire you some money. And I was like, I don't need the money. She said, no, I want you to have it because you did something great and I want to bless you with something. So please accept it. And I was like, okay. She said, just don't tell him. Just don't let him know. So it's been many times when his mother would tell me not to tell him things, and I would keep it to myself, and I wouldn't tell him what we talked about or what she done for me or anything like that, because she would tell me, I know my son, don't tell him. And it's just one of those things that I had to go through. I want to talk about the red flags. So today, what you're going to learn is about common red flags, common signs and red flags of narcissistic relationships. Recognizing a narcissistic relationship involves identifying significant patterns of behavior that are consistent with narcissistic personality traits. Here are some common signs and red flags. Excessive need for admiration. Narcissists constantly seek praise and validation from others. They often have an inflated sense of their own importance and expect to be recognized as superior without achieving anything to show for it. Lack of empathy. They have difficulty understanding and caring about the feelings and needs of others. It can manifest as being dismissive, inconsiderate, or downright cruel in interactions. Manipulative behavior. Narcissists are skilled at manipulating others to get what they want. This can include gaslighting, making you question your own reality, guilt tripping, or using charm to achieve their goals. Sense of entitlement. They believe they deserve special treatment and are often unreasonable in their expectations of favorable treatment and compliance from others. Exploitive relationships. They often take advantage of others to achieve their own ends, viewing relationships as transactional rather than genuine connections. Arrogant and haughty behaviors. Narcissists often display arrogancy, acting superior to others, and showing disdowning for those they consider inferior. Here are some red flags in their behavior. So let's talk about red flags and the behaviors that you need to watch out for. Pay attention to. Early adulation. If you are just getting in a relationship with someone and they're doing this and it ain't been long enough for them to do this, you might be with a narcissist. You might want to back off. Give yourself some space, okay? Just pay attention to how they react when you're not giving them the attention that they're giving to you in this moment. Because early adulation, they idolizing you. At the beginning of the relationship, a narcissist may excessively flatter or idolize you. They want to put you on this pedestal, okay? Creating a quick, intense bond. They're trying to quickly suck you in. This is often followed by a phase of devaluation. Like, quickly, that they put you up on this pedestal, they quickly knock you off that pedestal with the stuff that comes out of their mouth. So, pay attention to that. If that happened to you in the beginning of a relationship, cut that person off. Let them go fast. Out of there. We're done. Because I'm telling you right now, it doesn't get better than that. It's going to get worse. That is the beginning stage. And then it grows from there. The longer you're in a relationship, the harder it is to get out of it. I used to have this thing that my relationships, when I got involved with someone, wouldn't go past 6 months. I thought I had a problem. Come to find out, that was my defense mechanism. That's how I defended myself and kept myself out of those kind of relationships early on. Because whenever a person showed me something about them that I wasn't happy with, and I mean by something like something I knew I couldn't deal with, my deal breakers, the minute they broke something that was a deal breaker to me, I let them go fast. One of my deal breakers was a man could not ask me for money. That was my thing. That's how I was. You ask me for money, I don't care how fine you are, I don't care how good looking you are. The minute you ask me for money, I don't want to be with you. That's how I was. So I would have short relationships with people. Oh, this ain't gonna work out. I'm not interested anymore. Oh, I don't want to talk anymore. You know, I'm busy. Oh, you know what? I thought that you and I would be able to connect, but we can't connect. This ain't gonna work out. That's how it was before I got into this relationship with that narcissist. Because I had so many of those type of relationships that where it broke off within a 6 month period. I started thinking maybe I had a problem. Maybe I need to stop that. Maybe I need to change my standards. And when I changed my standard, I ended up with that. And I said to myself, I should have kept my standards the way it was. At least I wouldn't have experienced that. But you know, I believe I experienced that for me to be able to teach you today. If I would never experience what I went through in my second marriage, there's no way I could be here today teaching you. So things happen for a reason. So do I regret marrying that fool? Yeah. I wish I never married him. But at the same time, I understand. I understand. What I went through wasn't great. But to come out on the other side to marry my best friend, would I do it all over again? Yeah. If I know that I'm going to end up like I am now today. If that's what I have to go through to get to where I'm at today, then that's so be it. Okay? Because I have a wonderful husband. My husband is wonderful. I love him. Let me tell you, when I look at him, when I wake up in the morning sometimes, I be like, oh my God, he is so fine. To me. And then I be like, oh, his personality is so wonderful. I love the way he treats me, the way he, darling, the way he talks to me. Hey, darling. But what? Ooh. I just get emotional just listening to that, darling. He like, yes, dear. I'm like, oh, yes. I'm so silly, but it's serious. I'm serious. I be like, oh, man. And then the way he treats my son, and they are so crazy. They play a lot. They goofy, two big kids, you know, play a lot. And he gave him a nickname, call him Doompa. Okay, so where he get that name from? Doompa. Oompa Loompa, Doompa, Doompa. If you ever seen Bruce Almighty and you see Jim Carrey, but he doing that interview with the guy with the big cookie, and he's like, Oompa, Oompa, Doompa. And then the Oompa Loompa, the Willy Wonka chocolate factory, he's like, Oompa Doompa. And then so he just keeps, he put them together as one word, and he called myself Doompa. What's up, Doompa? Doompa, Oompa, Doompa, Doompa. And then they just be going back and forth with each other. My son is 10. So they go back and forth with each other. It's just hilarious a lot of times. So my son got a phone, and my husband put his name in the phone as Doompa. And I say, really? He said, yep, that's going to be his name. So that is beautiful, okay? It's beautiful to have. It's beautiful to see. It's beautiful to just have somebody to love you like that. And that is what we're going to get to. I'm gonna help you get to that place where you can meet that person that is beautiful. That person might already be in your life, and you just overlook that person because you don't think that person is the one. That's what I did. Overlooked him, and he'd been there all this time. But I think I wouldn't know how to appreciate him if I wouldn't have went through what I went through, because I already told you it was a 6-month relationship with me, with everybody except for a few people. Okay, my first love, you know, that relationship lasted through high school all the way through till I was 21 years old, and we was gonna get married, but I called it off. I couldn't do it. And then my ex-husband, my first husband, the one I did get married to the first time, that was a 3-year marriage, 4-year relationship. And then, of course, the second one, that was 5 years of dealing with that narcissist. I dealt with him for 5 years. So what I'm saying is that I used to call off relationships very early in the early stages, because I felt like if it was anything that I saw or that person displayed to me and I knew I didn't want to deal with it for a long period of time, I would call the relationship off. So right now I feel the need to understand the reason why I went through all the things I went through in my past, so I could be just right for my current husband, to appreciate him, because no one is perfect, but at the same time, Just because they ain't perfect don't mean that they gotta treat you like crap. All right now, all right now. What you say? What you say? So here's some more red flags. Quick to anger. Anyone who is very quick to get angry, they can be dangerous. So you gotta be careful with them. So quick to anger, they may have a short temper and become easily irritated or angry when they do not receive the attention and admiration they feel entitled to. Blame shifting. They rarely take responsibility for their actions. Instead, they blame others for their mistakes and failures, often portraying themselves as the victim. Boundary violators. They violate your boundaries. So they tend to disregard your personal boundaries, whether it's physical, emotional, psychological, often pushing you to do things that you are uncomfortable doing. Inconsistent behavior. Their behavior can be unpredictable, alternating between love bombing, excessive attention and affection, and coldness and cruelty. So they're going back and forth with that. That's when you get really confused. I know someone who has been going through that now to this day. You know, she's back and forth with the situation when the person is love bombing her, and then all of a sudden they acting just all of a sudden cruel and being mean. Like, where is this coming from? So that's exactly what they do. Isolation tactics. So they may try to isolate you from friends, family, making you more dependable on them and less likely to seek outside perspective. So they want to keep you away from your loved ones, people who can help you. Jealousy and possessiveness. Narcissists often exhibit excessive jealousy and possessiveness, monitoring your interaction with others and becoming upset if they feel that you are giving your attention elsewhere to somebody else. You better be careful with that. I'm telling you, the minute that person showed that side of them, you better run. Superficial charm. While they can be charming and charismatic, this charm is often superficial. They use this to manipulate you for personal gain. All right. Now we're going to talk about the emotional impact on the victim. So how this is going to impact you. Low self-esteem. Constant criticism and manipulation can erode. It can make you have low self-esteem. It makes you doubt yourself, making you feel worthless and or to a point where you are dependable upon your narcissist's approval. You start asking them questions like, how do I look in this outfit? You know, is this okay for me to wear? And now they feel like they're your king, that they can control you for real because you are seeking approval from them. And what you might have on might be okay, but they just out of spite be like, no, I don't like that. And then you go and change it to something else, and then you come back out and you're like, what about this outfit? Is this okay? And they're like, it makes you look fat. And then you're like, oh my God, that didn't work. And then you ain't even fat, you in good shape. Your body is like boom, 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 pow, pow. But in their mind, they like, I can't let her know that she's looking boom, 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 pow, pow, because I don't want nobody else to have her, and I don't want her to get so full of herself that she leave me. So I gotta make her feel ugly. And that's what they do, you know? Feeling drained. Relationships with narcissists are emotional exhausting as they demand constant attention and validation while offering little in return. I, oh my goodness, I used to be so drained and tired. Remember, I said that my physical appearance started changing in my face. I started looking old, and I'm like, that's one of the things I've never had a problem with getting bags under my eyes and dark spots. And I started looking old, like something like run down to a point where I was so drained for real. So if you're feeling drained in your relationship, you might want to start. I'm going to teach you some techniques that you can actually do. So as we continue with this course, I'm going to teach you some techniques. I'm going to teach you all about how to get your youthfulness back. I'm going to teach you about that. How to get your tranquility back. All right. Confusion and self-doubt. Gaslighting and inconsistent behavior can leave you feeling confused and doubting your own perception and judgment. Chronic stress and anxiety. The instability and emotional violation in the relationship can lead to chronic stress and anxiety, affecting your overall well-being. So I went through constant stress. That's why I am a life coach for stress management. If you notice, my signs say stress management and stuff like that. Stress management. I help anyone who is dealing with chronic stress that's ongoing, stress that don't go away. I help you to manage that and get you in a place where you can cope and minimize the stress that you're under, so you don't have headaches, as well as now how am I doing with my headaches now? I meant to say that I don't have that many migraines now. I do get migraines, but I know where they're coming from. When I get migraines now, it's mainly because of the heat. I'm outside a lot, or I'm in the sun. I just got some brand new glasses. I just got them today. This is one pair. I got another pair. They transition. So whenever I go in the sun, the glare of the sun, I'm not squinching like that. So my headaches, I got a lot of situations going on with my head now. I have had CAT scan done. Nothing. I talk about that in the book, about them not finding anything and how they discovered what my problem was with the migraine. It was chronic stress. And when I learned how to decompress, relax, meditate, calm myself down, put myself in a meditation state, centering myself, praying to my Lord above, fasting, changing my diet, working out. When I started doing those things, it minimized my headaches and it helped me to see things clearly. And I'm going to teach you all that. I'm going to teach you that. In this course, you're going to learn all of those things, okay? Just stick with me. 13 weeks. Just give me 13 weeks of your life, and I'm going to help you reconstruct your life. So recognizing these signs and red flags is crucial in identifying a narcissistic relationship. If you suspect you are in such a relationship, it is important to seek support from trusted friends, family, and professionals who can help you navigate your next steps. You're already doing that, so just keep and stay with me for 13 weeks, and we're going to get this situation under control.